Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and I've got a dirty secret. I apologize. Hold on, I gotta do it. If I'm gonna do an apology video, I have to do it right. I'd really like to apologize to my fans. I feel like I let them down. I stole this deck. I did. I heisted this deck. The absolute burglary, the absolute crime of the frickin' century. And you know what I did? I went on to the video of another YouTuber. I clicked the description. I clicked on the deck list. I clicked on export. I clicked on import, and there it is. It's so easy. It's almost like they wanted me to do it. All right, I'm going to get a little less sarcastic. Sometimes I get intro ideas. Maybe you hate them. This is Mega Mogwai's deck. Mega Mogwai is playing this deck at the Mythic Invitational, which at the time you're watching this is coming up any day now. I think this video is scheduled for the 6th or 7th. This might actually be the day that the tournament is being held. And he was invited by Wizards of the Coast. If you don't know who Mega Mogwai is, he's a little bit of a bigger arena YouTuber than I am. I'm in the top 5. I think he's in the top 3. It goes Noxious Merchant Mogwai, I believe, if you're doing pecking order by subs, and then Legend VD, followed by me. I'm not tracking or nothing. And tell Mono Black to get off my butt. But anyway, I like Mono. That's a joke. If you tell him, make sure you tell him it's a joke too. I'm not a meanie. But yeah, Mogwai got invited to this. He's one of the first big YouTubers to get invited to the Mythic Championship and get to compete there. So I'm very happy for that because I definitely feel like I have somebody to root for as well. If you're a Dr. Bumcheeks fan, Croakies is also invited. He does a lot of Croakies impressions, so you can cheer for Croakies too. But he's a streamer, not really a YouTuber, so I want the YouTube represented. And this is the deck that Mogwai took. It's Temur Reclamation, and lo and behold, you saw the randomness, you saw the rigged thing at the end of the last video. Temur is the next deck we're covering for a color challenge video. So we're going to do a color challenge video with the straight up net decked version of Mogwai's deck. If you want to hear about the cards he plays and his card choices, I encourage you to go check out his video. He made a video showing exactly what he's playing. He also has a sideboard. It's of course designed for best of 3 because the Mythic Invitational is best of 3, but he didn't want to tell us about his sideboard strategy, which makes sense because his competition might watch it. For example, if he makes it to day 2 and then on to day 3, there would be no problem for the competitor that evening to go pull up his deck list and be like, oh, here's him with a video saying how he's going to sideboard against me. This is how I'll sideboard against him with that information. So it makes 100% sense that he doesn't share it. I will continue to keep my sideboard strategies behind the curtain by playing best of 1. Brilliant, I know. All right, and with that, let's dive in and let the Mogwai nonsense begin. Ugh. Need land. Need like 3 running lands. We do have an early piece of interaction, but we have 2 cards that don't do anything and a third that's not going to be cast for a really long time. Ugh. The Flame Sweep might stall us longer, but I guess we'll try it. Don't like where this is going so far. Don't like it at all. So this is what it looks like when you don't get Mythic, huh? This is where they put you? They put you down in the dredges. Down in the dregs. All right, the opponent with a tap Stomping Ground. Yeah, we need basically all of the land to get where we're going. Goblin-y. 2/2, thank you. I needed that to be a 2/2. I appreciate this. So I think the plan is to hit it with Flame Sweep, which means I'm better off just not paying 2 life. Nah, traction. Let's pay the 2 life. The opponent might play something else that we need to Brazen Borrower. Gruul Spellbreaker is gonna hurt. If they play a Gruul Spellbreaker, we need to Bone Crush this, then play the Bone Crusher to fight the Spellbreaker. Okay. Flame Sweep looking sexy. Shock yourself. Oh my god. It must be my birthday. Land diversification? I suppose. All this land hurts a lot, though, to be honest. So if we let the opponent untap here, we probably get Questing Beasteed. They might have the land to play it anyway, but I think we do this now before they get that opportunity, just in case they don't have the land for the beast. They have the land. They have the beast. The pain is real. Ouchie. Second Borrower. You know, I have taken a lot of damage off these lands. Is that something they considered building this deck? Alright. Like, this hurts. Alright, you got that. We wait until the opponent gets into combat. Let's see if they go for a lethal here. Nope, doesn't look like they have any combat Trixies, so now we bounce you. My turn. Alright, they're missing land number 5, so they have they have 2 creatures here. They might have 2 Questing Beasts. That would make a lot of sense. Am I really? I think we'll just play this tapped. At some point we have to start shocking ourselves. This would be like 8 damage to ourselves. Gross. Opponent, here comes the beast mode. There goes the beast mode. Never gonna get to cast this Chemister's Insight. It's just never gonna happen, fam. To the bottoms. Here is a Bone Crushies. Somebody's got to stand up to the evil of Questing Beast and give us a chance in this game. There's a Goblin. Would you like to be a 2/2? Unfortunately, no. Makes sense. No, don't do this. All right. Well. Has Summoning Sickness. May need to play this just to be alive. So I might as well do some stomping of face. But yeah, it's looking bad. It is not looking passable in here. All right. I thought about Chemister's Insight, try to draw the land, but if it's a shock land, we're just dead to the Questing Beast. Let's hope that it's another Domri's Ambush and that the opponent actually goes for it so we can use expansion to copy it. But does this target? It does. That's not good. Okay, that's something we can block with a Brazen Borrower, but the opponent knows that. They don't attack. Nope. Here, Borrower. The opponent can pick it off with the Hellkite and deal 1 to my face, but we can play a second Borrower. But, there isn't much hope though, is there? Not really. Like, drawing Wilderness Reclamation doesn't do it. I think the best way through this... What do we draw? Another Borrower? We just don't have anything to stop this opponent from running over us. I don't think we can actually cast this Chemister's. I think we have to pass, let them kill this, flash in the other one. That's how we get another turn, and we still don't get to cast the Chemister's. Like, this game has been a train wreck. Yeah, that'll kill us too, of course. Well, now I get to block. Opponent doesn't attack here because of the Brazen Borrower. Interesting. Well, let's try this Chemister's then. And do we copy it? I'm actually 1 point away from expansioning the beast. Okay, we got escape. We finally ramped. Took a while. Wilderness Reclamation. So you're telling me there's a chance. We're going to need an untapped land in the top 5. At least to start this party. Let's put a stop on the end step to be sure that works. Oh, look at this. So, that borrower is not something that we can recast. That is hanging out in the adventure zone. This part I'm sure about. I think we need like all the mana we can get. So we'll play both of these. We'll play this opt. Our opponent's at 14. Frilled Mystic can block a Questing Beast. But if the opponent untaps with a Hellkite, I'm dead. So we have to kill that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if the opponent takes this, since I have to kill the Hellkite anyway, I'm going to see if the opponent will block this Brazen Borrower. Maybe they're afraid they'll just be dead, and that will make my expansion cheaper so that I can also play the Frilled Mystic. Like, they know I have an expansion explosion, and now they're counting it out. And they take the block. Wow. Coward. 1, 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and it leaves 4 mana behind for the Mystic. Let's make sure we actually have the right mana open, since Mystic requires very specific mana. We're dead to a couple of things still, but we're not dead yet. I mean, any hasty creature will do it, probably. Of course, Frilled Mystic can counter something. Like, that ain't it. That ain't the answer. Probably give that haste. Oh, I gotta counter that. Oh, did I just really... I just punted. I punted, team. That's game. I had it. All I had to do was counter this. And I meant to, and I don't know what this was. I don't know what this click was. I couldn't tell you what I was doing or what I was thinking. I don't have a good reason. Just blew it. Just blew it. Oh man, that was great. That was great. It was so close. We were like right there. I meant to. I think this is a much better hand than I got to keep last time. I'm excited. I have a land that's not going to cause me pain. Got a few pieces of interaction for the funsies. And we'll say go. The opponent might think we're on Simic Flash. They might also counter my Growth Spiral. I guess I can't have that happen. I don't think we need to shock for the opt here. The opt can wait. The goose is loose. Hi, goose. Here's Wilderness. Could have swept or Brazen Borrowed away the goose, but I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to wait for better. All right. Let's get optional. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Lovely. Also, let's just get rid of that goose. If the opponent taps here to make a food, awesome. Then they don't have much defenses. I don't know what they could be holding, but let's get rid of what they do have. What? Well, I'm glad it's gone. Seriously? All right. Let's do an opt. Because we might find something else to play with the mana. Oh, I do want that. I can't do it this turn, though. Let's go ahead and pay 2 life to Insight now. And then untap. Next turn, hopefully escape into the wilds, although this Frilled Mystic makes me think WTF, what's going on here? Let's just not. Let's do Mystic on Mystic crime. And blocks. All day. Because you never want to Brazen Borrow that thing. Let's escape into the wilds, my friends. Where are you going? We were having a good, honest game of Magic. Oof. Not enough land. And what's with the double expansion in these hands? It's actually getting annoying. I can try to scry into a land. If I have a third land, my hand is sort of on, and I can be competitive. I'll try keeping it this time. I mulliganed a hand like this last time, and that game didn't go well. So, yeah. There is a land on top. And it doesn't hurt me, so that's nice. Sure. We're going to have a battle of adventures. That little 1/1's looking for a flame sweep, so we can let that be for a minute. Sure. Lovely. Getting there on the land. Let's go ahead and toast those. Maybe I'm a little aggressive with Flame Sweep, especially when it comes to Paradise Druid. Like, taking away the opponent's ramp always feels good to me. Alright, here's the beast. So, as long as we have interaction to take out whatever the opponent tries to play, like the 1/1, then we're in good shape. I could shock to have both Borrower and Bone Crusher available, but I don't think that will be necessary. But I guess I could expansion one of them, which could be fun. Might as well be ready. Might as well be ready. Temur Reclamation is a control deck with bad removal, is how I like to think about it. It's got this combo-y finish, and it's a control deck where the removal spells are always awkward, like at all times. So I try to think about how I'm going to have to use them to get something out of them. And quite frankly, it's one of the weirder control decks that I'm not particularly good at playing, to be honest. All right. Yay, our opponent only played one little 1/1. That's a good Bone Crush. Good little Bone Crushy target there, so this doesn't attack. What else you got? You're gonna have to do better. Giving me a little 1/1 to kill, prevent 5 damage. That ain't where you want to be. Tap land. Looking in that graveyard for their Order of the Midnight. I could copy that and get back nothing. Let's not. And maybe next turn we'll have to mess with the Foulmire Knight again. Chemister's Insight. Now I'm probably taking 5 just to draw the cards. We need Escape into the Wilds or Wilderness Reclamation here pretty badly. So here, yeah, I think we take 5, let the opponent have a bit of a board so we can pick up some cards, and then try to figure out where to go from there. Okay, you're gonna shock yourself. Cool. Like, if this is their whole turn just to deal me 5, we're happy with that. It's a painful Chemister's Insight, but one that we'll play. And then next turn we can probably Explosion the 1/1 if they're relying on it to attack me. Sure. You don't have a 1/1 on the field. What do you think they're doing? Holding up Assassin's Trophy? No, that resolved way too quickly. That feels like an oops. The pain of this mana base continues. But I think we want Frilled Mystic and a Brazen Borrower activation together on this. Yep. Goes to attacks. Petty Theft, return your Foulmire Knight. Go ahead, draw cards. Keep doing that. It's fine. I do not mind. As long as I'm not getting attacked by a 5/5, I'm a happy camper. Let's see. Not sure what the opponent will do here, but I might just be flashing in Borrower, get some points in, so that burning them out comes a little bit easier. I could cast the Insight, but I'm not sure what the right discard is. I think that's what it's really about. I'm afraid. Afraid to discard wrong. Borrower can block the Order of the Midnight if the opponent goes for that. And they go for Druid. Yeah, Druid is fine. I should Chemister's Insight, but what do I discard? I guess it's the Borrower, to be honest. Feels weird, feels bad, but... ugh, let's do it. It's a lot of Growth Spiral. Yes, yes, and yes. I'm learning to love that card. Go. I wonder if we're using Frilled Mystic here to counter a 1/1. I don't think so. The opponent could just play another. So we'll let them go to combat and maybe explode the 1/1. All right, they're passing to attackers. Gimme. More Mystic. The Great Ahenge. I'm not as afraid of that as you might be. You might be thinking, oh, I wish you had your Frilled Mystic now. No, I'd much rather counter things that did a lot of damage. This can provide life and a lot of value, but it also means the Lovestruck Beast will never attack me because it puts a +1/+1 counter on everything the opponent plays. Not optional. Not optional, friends. Oh, hi, how you doing? Tapping out for that right now isn't good, though. Think we've got to try to hit these land drops. Let's escape into the wilds. Let's run away together. That's so painful. What do I need to get through this turn? I think playing a Brazen Borrower to block the Order of the Midnight is about all I have to really worry about. So we need to shock one of these lands. That's going to be you. If we shock the other one, we can play a Growth Spiral, but then we might not be able to play Borrower. We'd need an untapped land. There's the untapped land. We would have had it. We would have had it. I think we just have to bottom here. Without Wilderness Reclamation, our deck is doing a pretty tremendous potato of nothing. Also, by the way, that's the last expansion explosion. Just hanging out. All three of them before Wilderness Reclamation. The deck will prank you. Beast mode. Yep. That will hurt. I do not doubt that will hurt. How the heck do we win this game without Wilderness Reclamation? Jesus! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not quite dead. Not quite dead. But all of a sudden, it's Haste City over here. Just like that. Snap your fingers. 8 mana. Endless haste. Here's the Borrower. Has to block the Rankle. So we don't take lethal. Go to 1. It's all up to the deck to deliver Wilderness freaking Reclamation. Now, unfortunately, there's no way to also play the Niv. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go down. Yep, can't resolve the Niv. I think if we could resolve the Niv, we could live. That mountain. I put that mountain on the bottom. Man. Weird how these things work out. So what are there to block? At least 4 creatures to deal with. How do we deal with them? Also, how much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Our opponent's at 20. That's too much. This is a counter and a block, a counter and a block. I need 2 more blockers or a way to deal. So I think what we do is we go for the Bone Crusher Giant. We can go for a Growth Spiral, see if we hit a land. We need a solution to one more thing, though, and we need to have 8 mana. So there's just not enough. I'm 1 short of the Expansion Explosion getting there. So I guess I need to use an opt and copy it. Let's go to end step, end of turn. Let's add a red, let's add a blue. Let's resolve this, untap all this. Let's play an opt. And copy it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Not good enough. Yeah, we need to find like a shock or something like that. Dear God. Dear God. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This won't do. I just need to hope the opponent doesn't attack with all, I guess? I still have a mana. Do I have enough green left? I will. Ugh! This deck is making me sick. Sick, I tell you. They attacked with everything. No! How will I compete? Okay, we've got a Growth Spiral and Escape. I'm beyond. I'm just hitting buttons now. I don't know what to do with myself. On the play, this could be decent, especially with a Spiral. I'll try it. Frill Mystic. Oh, I can't even cast it with the Mountain. What am I doing? What am I doing? That's a terrible keep. Oh my God, I hate this deck. All right, real talk. This has been a disaster. This has been a disaster. Our opponent just froze the game with the swamp. The hell is going on? Full on MTG arena crash, I guess. Okay. I was trying to close the client. I was about to leave the room for a minute so I didn't have a meltdown. I better just play this while I can, since apparently the game is broken now. That doesn't bode well. We need a land. We found a land. Let's just kill it. Let's just kill it now to avoid things. I don't know what the opponent would do to pump it, but let's avoid it. We're gonna be looking at the top of our deck again next turn, being like, land? Do we ever has land? Do we land here? Stormfist Crusader. Okay. I mean, if we're not gonna land, that's fine. Do we want the card from this? I guess we want this to have Summoning Sickness so it doesn't attack me. Yeah, we have no way to draw. We have no way to draw another card here, so it's a good card. Maybe the opponent will play a Butcher. All right, let's not let the opponent into combat. In the combat step, they can't cast Embercleave with what they have. It's fine. Are you serious? They do have a pump? Oh, they have Heartfire. Feisty. Let's go. Let's do stuff. Let's make things happen. I think that's fine. I could borrow it, but then I take Mystic down. I don't know what the opponent's going to do for 3 mana anyway, and Spectacle might be a thing, so let's borrow it. Another Heartfire? Yeah, wow. Hateful. Frickin' hateful. Let's escape into the wilds. Will I actually get to expansion someone's face today? Explode someone's face? I think that's what you say. Wow, look at this. I don't think I actually need more cards. All right, let's say go. We have 3 mana after. This is a little bit of a mess, but look at the reveals. This was crazy. So, my gut tells me to Mystic, then double Reclamation. Well, we can't double Reclamation unless we untap and draw land. So, I don't think that's going to work out the way we want it to anyway, but putting something on the board to fight the Footlight Fiend and keep the Chandra off the field seems about right. And the opponent passes, and we draw the 3rd expansion explosion. Well, we know we want to cast one of these this turn. I think the Niv is my best chance to just close out and win. We hit the opponent for 4. We also draw 4. We can kill the Footlight Fiend so that the opponent can't Heartfire. But then we put ourselves at 3, and there's plenty of 3-point burn spells in the world, like Skewer. But maybe... I guess that's going to happen anyway. I can't avoid going to 3. All right. Let's do it. I think I just do this for 1. If I untap with the other one, I'm good. I'm going to win. But we know we want to play one of them, and then we might be able to draw a spell that's really useful afterwards. But we can't draw a Mystic. I wonder if playing it for 0 does it. Yeah. I think that drawing another Frilled Mystic is one of the ways that we can actually pull this off. I don't think it actually matters what we do with this right here. It's really weird, but I think I'm playing this for 0. Because it triggers Niv, Niv draws, we still get to kill the Footlight Fiend, and we have a chance to draw a card to win that would, like, give us a chance to win the game. And we didn't draw it, but I still think that's the right weirdo play. Because if we untap with Niv and Frilled Mystic and Wilderness Reclamation, we win. So we just gotta get there. Okay. Uno. My turn? All right. Am I gonna win a frickin' game with a frickin' deck? Could it happen? I'll have to actually tap correctly. Not a guarantee. All right, go for it. So each card that we draw is going to trigger Niv again, which means that Niv is going to finish the game off, basically doubling the damage that the expansion explosion does. Get there, buddy. Here, puppy. Do it. Huh. Jeez, Pete's. Things we have to do to win a game. All right. We'll try it. Yeah, let's get our scry on. Yeah, we need the land. Again, does not cast Frilled Mystic. That's upsetting. I wonder if that's a reason enough to bottom it all on its own. I don't know. Go ahead. Passage me. I'm not afraid. Planes, huh? All right, what are you up to? Hunted Witness? We got a brew. We've got a brew. Haven't seen this card in a minute. Looks like some kind of aristocrats thing. When I'm not sure, I think Brazen Borrower is a keep, just because usually a disperse effect, a bounce target thing effect, is helpful in that spot. So let's play this land tapped and say go. We've got Growth Spiral or Borrower, so it's nice to have options. Midnight Reaper is a pretty good Borrower target, but it's not something I feel like we need to do, especially when we have a Growth Spiral into Wilderness Reclamation. Let's really hope we draw the land here for the Spiral. We fail. So I could have an extra 2 mana this turn. I could use it to shock away the Reaper or bounce the Reaper. So I think that's totally worth it since this thing would attack for 3 anyway. So what we'll do is we'll pay 2 life to play the Breeding Pool. We'll put the trigger on the stack. We'll add blue to the mana pool. We'll resolve the trigger, tap for red, and use Brazen Borrower's Petty Theft ability to bounce back the Reaper, rather than give the opponent the card with the Bone Crusher Giant. They look like a Priest of the Forgotten Gods deck. That's a fine target for the Giant. Or if the Giant does nothing, I'm pretty okay with that too. And this held up Frilled Mystic. The opponent replays Midnight Reaper. I'm going to try something different. I've been playing this very conservative, pretty tight for the last several games. I'm going to try a more aggressive stance. And rather than draw the cards with Chemister's Insight, I'm going to snap off the Frilled Mystic here, get something on the board, and just start trying to battle my opponent from a position of board creatures, adventure stuff going on, as opposed to sitting back, which is what I've done for most of these games. So let's start attacking. See if the opponent wants to block. No. All right. I'm going to main phase this Insight, try to hit my land drops. And we hit an Opt, which I'll use again to try to find a land. Ooh, but I want that. My desire to hit my land drops only goes so far. This is giving up a land drop this turn to possibly get 2 next turn. Possibly 3. All right, 5 mana. What have you got? Revival. Okay. What's the opponent going to do? They're going to attack. 17-16. Second Midnight Reaper. Okay. I'm trying to decide if I want a Giant Borrower or if I want to Chemister's Insight. Again, we can take this more aggressive roll and then plan a burnout. We're actually pretty close to burning the opponent out, so I am going to stomp away the Midnight Reaper, which I could have done with this on the stack to prevent more card draw, but this does 2 damage. And if we're going for damage, let's go for damage. It could cost me, it's possible. All right, turn them sideways. How much are you gonna take? Yeah, they start trading away their cards. You know you're doing it right. All right, let's escape to the wilds. Surely some mana will be up there. Now I'm trying to think about what I need to shock to play. Is this from your hand? Yeah, it is. So we can't play one of these with it, unfortunately. We do get 4 extra mana and then have 4 mana open if we play untapped lands. So let's do it. Add to mana pool. Resolve trigger. Cast Chemister's Insight. Resolve. Wow. I found the mana. I found it. It is here. It was missing, now we've got it. So next turn, Niv. Niv what? We've got the Growth Spiral, we've got these Chemisters. The opponent's playing Celebrant. This is a big turn. If the opponent, if they leave the shields down, Niv does some gross things. Here's that attack. All right. Let's go ahead and spiral. I don't think I want to flash back the Chemister's Insight. I think I want to save that. Nice. That'll do. That will do it. All right, so, yep, Pay 2, play this, explosion, boom. What's this? Gold? Huh. That's what happens when you net deck from the Mythic Championship competitors, my friends. That's what happens. You get easy rank. I hope that you enjoyed some gameplay with Mega Mogwai's deck. Remember to come out and cheer for him while he is competing at the Mythic Invitational. I'm doing a watch party on my channel for most of the event, so check it out on Twitch TV this weekend. And I'm not supposed to give my opinion. That's a PewDiePie reference joke meme. But, dude, I don't think he did himself any favors. This is a really hard deck to play. I'm not convinced it has the greatest of matchups. It feels like a very fickle deck. You need a lot to go right. And if there's something that doesn't happen very often in Magic when you need it the most, it's things going right. That's why Once Upon a Time is a busted frickin' card. It always makes things go right. I'm glad it's banned for this event. It added some variance back to Magic. Is it enough to make Temur Reclamation good? This is a kind of deck you'd think I would like, but it never behaves for me. I think our boy's in trouble, but I hope I'm wrong, and I hope he goes deep, and I hope we get to see him do his thing on camera. So good luck, Mega Mogwai. Get out there, fake Brazilian card boy, and bring one home for the Magic streamers. So at the end of the video, thank you today is going out to Esports Gold. Esports Gold has a website going, and Esports Gold is one of the sponsors of the channel. They have built a website around getting to follow and check out your favorite players and teams from the world of esports. So, for example, if you are a League of Legends fan, you can follow a specific player or team and you can see their events. So if you click through on something like this, find a player who you enjoy, then you can go down here and see a collection of recent matches, records, and if you click, you can go directly into the VODs where those are available. So you saw right at the top that there's a stream check on here too. So make sure that if you are into League of Legends, Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone, CSGO, Dota, Overwatch, World of Warcraft, or Smite, that you go check out their service and their website. It's a pretty cool way to keep up with the things you enjoy about esports. And then secondly, they are considering doing something like this for Magic. So they want to know if the Magic audience is interested in a way to follow, say, your favorite players and streamers, and have collections of their matches, their recorded covered matches available in VODs, as well as information about their rankings and any personal information that is known. If that sounds like fun to you, if you would kind of sign up to follow that by hitting hearts here and just getting updates every time your favorite streamer has a new match or your favorite player from the MPL has a new match available, if that's of interest to you, then Esports Gold wants to know about it. So go into my description and click on the Esports Gold link and just go to the website. That alone will tell them about your interest, because they track where their visitors come from. And if a lot of them come from YouTube and the Covert Go Blue channel, they'll know that they heard what I had to say today, and that you are expressing interest in having this for Magic. And of course, stick around and check these things out for other games if you enjoy those. All right. Thank you to Esports Gold for sponsoring the channel. They've been a tremendous partner for me this year. Their insights have helped me reach that 40,000 subscriber count, and they're responsible for a lot of the things you enjoy here on the channel. So, good people. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.